What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm back. Got some updates here and there. And yeah, just want to talk with you guys and just tell you what I've been up to. So the last two videos, if you guys are, watching again and again, it's been pretty rough the last couple weeks. Our Amazon account got fried. We lost a lot of reviews. And so we cut down our budgets. Sales have gone down. And our new batch is fucked up, so I'm having to work on fixing the flavors. So it's just like a lot of bad things just happening really at once. And on top of that, I just had my birthday, right? So I just turned 24. And I genuinely don't enjoy celebrating my birthday, just because it feels like when it's your birthday, it kind of forces you to reflect on the last year. And so I do that throughout the year, obviously, but something, with the birthday, it's just a little bit more like emotional, sentimental and stuff. And so I was just like, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, anything close to where I want to be as like a person, a man, and just like everything's just been pretty shit, honestly. And so this is something that I've been having to struggle with. And I kind of knew this fact in the back of my head for the last like 6 months, but I've just sort of either built excuses or just had this sort of like delusional thought process of being able to, cash flow off of the brands, right? And, today or even just the last week, I've just had to just sit and just accept that it's like, okay, this is sort of the catch-22 position that I'm in. If we're not selling, I'm not making money, obviously. But even if we start selling like crazy and growing the company, I'm probably also not going to make money because, well, one, the odds that I grow at a very profitable like net margin and stuff like that, very low, right? And even if it was super profitable, I would just have to reinvest most of the profits back in inventory. And so the goal for this was to grow the brand and obviously have it support me financially, right? And it's just not doing that. And I just sort of had to sit and I just looked at all of like my personal financial status, like with all of my credit card bills and everything like that. And I just had to come to the really ugly conclusion that it's just like, bro, even if I cooked and just became the best direct response marketer in the next 3 to 6 months, there's just no shot that I'm able to pull money out of either brands, right? It's just like something crazy would have to happen, and I don't even know what would have to happen, right? Like I can't even like, even if I got 1 trillion customers through the door, I just wouldn't be able to make money. And I need to make money to pay the bills. Like the last time I filled up my car, it was like $100. It is so expensive, right? And I just got a flat tire in my car, or not my car, my mom's car, and then the battery, like it's just like shit like that I need to have money for, right? So anyways, the whole conclusion is that, I'm going to take this microphone out. The whole conclusion is that these brands are just not going to pay the bills. And it's a really tough conclusion that I had to come to, but it just is what it is, right? And so really then I just thought, I was like, what is the next? I'm not giving up on these brands, right? Let me make that very clear. I'm too stubborn to give up, but I need to figure out how to really just support myself, in a way that makes sense where I don't lose all my time in the world. And so then I thought, I was like, okay, what if I did drop shipping or something like that, right? And in e-com, that really is one of the better ways to pull cash flow for yourself because you get to have the cash right away. But then I just thought, it's like, dude, I'm gonna have to deal with more risk, more money on the line, and it's just like I've done enough. I've already put up enough fucking money on the line. Like, if you guys knew the exact number, I don't even know the exact number that I put up. Like, that's how fucked it is, right? So it's just like, I just can't handle spending $200-300 a day on a product that I'm not really passionate about. Like, I just need to be passionate about it. But even if I'm not passionate about it, it's like $200-300 a day on ads. It's just I'm just not in the position to be able to afford that kind of risk right now. I just can't, right? Because it's going to make me like losing the money every day. Like, I can tolerate it for a couple of days, but then I just will become like emotional about it. I might cut the ads too early, or I'll just make too many changes. And that's the tough part, guys. When you're really poor and you're trying to make it, it's like every dollar just has such an exponential impact on your decision-making skills, where it's like, if you have a lot of money, you can tolerate volatility. You can spend $200-300. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic here. So what I thought was, okay, like what is the other like monetizable skill set that I have that could make money? And so I came to the conclusion that like, well, the last 2 years, I haven't really been marketing too much because I've been dealing with developing products, right? Building out products, doing everything from the branding to the packaging to like the actual formula and stuff. And I've built a network of people, right? And I was like, okay, is there a way to like monetize this, right? And so like, I'm just like, okay, what if I do some sort of consulting or some sort of even a job, call it a job or whatever, where it's specifically in the product development niche where it's like, I don't need to put up any of my money right now. And I can just take the money in and just, pay down all of my different, debts and responsibilities. And I was like, I think that just makes the most sense for where I'm at right now. And this is something like product development. I just feel like I have a pretty good grasp on because I've had to lose so much money in figuring shit out and doing difficult products. And because nothing has ever gone smooth for me in developing products, I kind of know what to look out for. And so that's sort of what I wanted to make this video about, where it's like, okay, I've given this the best shot I've had for 2 years, and I haven't really been able to make any substantial income. If anything, I've lost all my money. And so the real, man, I suck at talking off the top of my head. So I've just had to, this is basically what's going to happen. I have to find more consulting type of roles, stuff where I can just essentially give my knowledge, work on the stuff. To me, it's very intuitive and easy developing products. And I know everything there is to do. So it makes the most sense for me. And I think that is sort of the next plan going forward, right? So I will also be talking about this on the journey, right? I know these videos are mainly to talk about the brands, but it's also more to just document my process of, building myself up as, someone that's running a business. So that's basically the update, guys. I actually need to do a updated monthly breakdown on our sales for April for JuiceWorks, and we were down like 30% because of the Amazon review thing I was talking about. Anyways, listen, if you guys watch these videos, I really appreciate it. I try to just be as honest as I can and kind of talk about every single part. As shitty as it is and as much as I don't want to talk about it, I just talk about it and it'll just come off the top of my head. So that's why my thoughts are very jumbled up all the time. I'm trying my best not to script and, premeditate everything that I talk about, because then when I give myself the ability to script out these videos, then I just start filtering shit out and I don't really speak what's on my mind. So yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it as always. So that's the new update. I wish you guys the best. I hope you guys are doing awesome. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.